when you were a kid, how how would you have imagined your 71-year-old self? Would
Yeah,
you have imagined your 71-year-old self as you are now, or would you have thought that you'd be kind of the stereotypical old man?
yeah. It's an interesting question because, and I can only answer it, I think so. I never thought I was going to be old because, as most of us think, you just think that's right there and it's never going to happen anyway. So I didn't give it too much thought. I did imagine that because of my love for football, that I would still be trying to play football and embarrassing myself.
Mm.
I just had this um, image of me trying to run around still playing football and making myself look like a complete idiot. Don't be embarrassing when you get old, know when to stop or whatever. But that was the only sort of thought I thought about that. I didn't think of it too much because, yeah, you park it, you just think it's never going to happen to you, do you?
You talk about not wanting to be an embarrassing old man, right? It's funny. I've my daughter's 5. She's going to be 6 next year, and she's already got to the stage where she's a little bit embarrassed of daddy's quirky ways.
Yeah,
So what do your kids and your grandkids think of your kind of playfulness?
yeah. They're quietly proud, I think, quietly proud, especially my grandsons. They're of Italian heritage, so they call me Nonno. So they've always ever called me Nonno. And yeah, some of the trips I've done and stuff like that, I tell them about it. And yeah, they're wow, that's fantastic and all this. And he did tell me a little while ago that when I went to Everest Base Camp a few years ago, he could not stop telling his mates in his class that my nonno had gone to Everest. Yeah, they're quite proud, which is lovely for me. It's lovely.
That
So
is awesome. That is
yeah,
awesome. And what is it about the adventuring? Is this just a continuation of your playfulness that you go to Everest and you do all of this base jumping? Is that a continuation of your playfulness
I
or?
think you know what that's a great way, and I've thought about what it is and I think you've summed it up. The world has become a lot smaller now. You are able to go to these places, obviously financial permitting. And I think you're right. That just sums it up. And I couldn't think of why that in the last 10, 15 years, I've done that. But that is it. It's an extension of my playfulness. And, there's some amazing places in the world to see and experience. And the biggest thing is nature to me and how wonderful nature is in all the different parts of the world.
Mm.
Like I said, I was in Utah and last week, and the mountains and that were just incredible. And you just stand there in awe of it. And to be fortunate enough to stand there and embrace it all is a wonderful thing. And there's just no better playground, is there, than some amazing places in the world, Everest Base Camp, Utah. So this particular trip, I wanted to do the base jumping, tandem base jump, and the canyon swing where you just jump off the edge of the mountain and you swing through a rope. So it's not like a bungee; it doesn't
Mm.
drop and bounce; it swings you through. So talking to my friends and stuff like that, and I think they were a bit too scared.
Mm.
They didn't want to come, so they
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
making little excuses. And I thought, you know what? They want to come, great. If they don't, but I'm going. So I booked it up on my own and I went. And there's a different mindset when you're on your own to when you're with friends, obviously. But I went as a good example. I went for a trek at the bottom of this canyon last week, and it was about 12k. So you just turned up. It was about 15, 18 miles from where I was staying. Just hard standing, not a car park as such in a normal car park.
Mm.
You park the car up, and there was a 12k walk. They estimated it between 3 and 5 hours. So I set off on this walk, and because it's very organic and stuff like that, they don't want to put signs there, follow this way. They just put a little pile of rocks there. So you've got to
Okay.
follow the rocks. So I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours into this trek, and I lost my way. And I'm looking around, and then I thought, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's nobody around. There's no cars. I haven't seen anyone. It's 35 degrees. I'm at the bottom of a canyon in the middle of America, all on my own, scrambling, quite a dangerous scramble. And I sort of looked round and thought, don't start spinning round because I'm going to lose my way. Just retrace my steps. So I retraced my steps and found my way better. And then I was just really concentrating. And I suddenly thought, I'm in a very dangerous situation here.